Hey, what's up? This off the screen. All right, how you doing? Dooge is first. Jub right behind him, and Superman's in here. How you guys doing? Let's see if we can play some Magic today. Don't know if we will. Don't know for how long. Oops, pardon the goblins. Yes, you're giving us some. Okay, sure. 1500. They can print money. We can cycle that. Okay, so I had a draft deck built. Did it save my draft deck? It looks like it saved my draft deck. Okay. So we had drafted this blue-red spells deck. Looks good to me. I mean, we've got some banger 5-drops here. We've got Ludovic's Opus, basically just 4/4 haste dragon. When they cast their second spell, draw a card, but that's not even a big deal. Tella, which is ridiculous in our deck. We've got a bunch of non-creature spells that cost 4 or more. Only 8 creatures here, but of course we've got creatures coming off of stuff like Red Mage's Rapier and what's the other one? Retrieve the Esper and Call the Mountain Chocobo. Prima Vista's a vehicle. Let's see how this deck works out. I'm not crazy. I don't know about this card. I don't think it's great, but you know, and I want to get these goddamn untapped recommendations. I don't need your shit recommendations, please. I don't want to see that, and I don't think I can change it here. How do I actually change that? Is it this? Show automatically? No. I want no more of this crap. I don't want to see these rank ratings. I don't know how to get rid of it, but anyway, drafting for the first time in years. Nice. 4-3 with Orzhov. Nice. Yeah, good for you. MTJ is working. Good. Real Sector, what's up? Been having some super rough times. Yeah, it's weird. Flooding with 16 lands? Okay, well, that's just variance, right? I mean, I don't know what the curve or anything that, you know, type of deck you're playing, Sector, but that's a little unlucky. I mean, if you're flooding with 16 lands, that shouldn't happen often. Trying to think of... I mean, and again, the only way it might make sense is, you know, if it like something you could control and not variance is if it's something like you're playing green-based decks that are fetching a lot of land and you're still playing, or you're playing like, you know, 2 adventurous, whatever that stupid, the 1-mana green ponder, you know, those are almost interchangeable for a land. So let's say you're playing like 3 land cyclers, 2 of the green ponder, and 16 land. That, I don't know, maybe you even go to 15 there, but it depends on the curve. I think if you're playing a regular deck, like most decks don't want 16 land, they want 17. So if you're playing aggressive decks with 16 land and you're still getting flooded, that's variance. That sucks. It feels bad. I wish, you know, your brain wants to have a real reason. Why do these things happen? But sometimes there is no reason. Variance, chaos. It is a game full of variance. So you can get mana screwed 5 times in a row. You can get mana flooded 5 times in a row, even with, you know, the appropriate number of lands. So, hey, Alter, how you doing, man? You're in here early these days. I love to see it. But you didn't get 1500? What? No. That was a arena-wide thing. But maybe you weren't playing yesterday, Dugio? I think it's probably for only the accounts that were playing yesterday. Or I was in the middle of a draft yesterday when it shit the bed, so maybe that's why. Even though my draft is obviously still going here. Not getting called into work. Good? Bad? I don't know. Turn 1 Ragavan. Welcome to this format. Fuck. I lose the game if they have removal. Great. Turn 1 Ragavan. Who's the moron who thought putting this shit into packs was a good idea? I'll never understand. No attacks. Don't want to get hit by Ragavan. Lucky they don't have removal here. No plays. I like that too. Let's call the Mountain Chocobo to make our land drop for next turn. Get red. Now, I could swing. Maybe I should, just to stop Ragavan from hitting me. Yeah, let them use their removal on my token. I don't really care. I've got Retrieve the Esper into Shock next turn is pretty nice. Or maybe I just get Prima Vista going here. And then my next 2 spells trigger it, right? They go for Chocobo here. That doesn't do anything. They played nothing on 3 or... Well, 4. They finally have Chocobo here. So yeah, let's go for the Prima Vista. That's going to trigger Sahagin again. Sahagin's really good. Keep punching them for unblockable damage. This is a crew 2, so I can crew it with the Chocobo here. So if they have a removal, I crew in response, and I still have a blocker here for Ragavan potentially. They pump. Not blocking Chocobo here, of course. Man, turn 1 Ragavan hasn't even got to swing yet. That has to feel bad. Let me catch up. 1500. Yeah, you guys should have it if you were playing yesterday, but some people argue you can play 69 always. Oh, in best of 1? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's an argument you could make, and honestly, maybe there's some validity to that. You could play 16 land as long as you're drafting best of 1 all the time. Yeah, that's not wrong. I don't think I'm gonna block here. I think I like just holding this guy back. We're not. Yeah, okay. It's kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. Doesn't have reach or anything. Okay, so I have a lot of options here. Chocobo gives things trample, but these guys aren't that scary. I could just retrieve the Esper, keep hitting them with Sahagin over and over and over here. Like, if I go, you know, retrieve the Esper here, trigger both my guys, swing for a ton of damage, that feels pretty good, and I still get to leave up Thunder Magic. I could also call the Mountain Chocobo, which also does the trick, and that uses all my mana, but Thunder Magic, I might leave Thunder Magic up here. So let's go retrieve here. I think that's the best play. Man, the 4 mana Spells Matters cards are nasty. Oh, no, let's go to combat. That's 9 unblockable damage. Bam. Yeah, Sahagin is the truth, I think. That card is very good. I definitely underestimated this guy in... I was saying this during the draft. I underestimated this guy in the, you know, spoilers. Or, you know, when we were kind of looking at the set, actually, initially, on Draft Sim and stuff. He's very impressive, and I'm going to be putting him in all my blue-red spells decks here, I think. Prima Vista's pretty good. I mean, 5 damage in the air for free, basically. Like, I don't have to crew it because you know, it just triggers off of everything in my deck is pretty sweet. I'm basically presenting lethal, and they can't block either of my guys. So they have to play, like, the +3/+3 to the team card here. And even then, I'm just going to Thunder Magic in response and then put blocks up, and that should keep me alive. So Ragavan's going to exile the top card of my library. They can cast that card this turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Go to blocks. See what happens here. And I could use Thunder Magic on one of these guys, but I just don't have to. Take a little bit of damage. What do they have? I've got a 6 toughness Sahagin. It's going to be very tough for them to kill this with the mana. Unless they have the Chocobo kick, bounce a land, double the Chocobo's power here, and then... yeah, that's what they're going to do. But I think I've got lethal. I mean, I'm going to end step, kill something, untap, kill something, trigger, and kill them. So, GG. Nice. Sahagin and the other thing were just ridiculous. They're like unblockable. Sahagin did 2, sorry, it did 2, then 3, then 4 damage. So 9 damage just by itself, and it was threatening to do another 5 there. Unblockable. That's gross. All right, let's get the bets up for this one. Will we win this match? Here we go. We're 1-0 with blue-red. I'll bet no. Give you guys the yes there if you want to bet on yes. Exclamation mark bet, space yes or no, space however many wings you want to bet. You guys know how it works. Middle of a draft. Yeah, you were playing, so maybe that's why, Dugio, but double check your inbox or whatever. No, Alter, I hear you. Yeah. I've kind of relaxed, you know, on my pursuit of wealth. As I got older, I kind of realized that's a pipe dream that was a dangerous dream that was sold to us as kids. You know, growing up was, you know, if you just go to university and get a degree and get a good job and then everything's gonna be fine. You'll have enough. Look at us. We bought a house and we have 2 kids and 2 cars and blah blah blah. And my dad's a teacher and my mom's a, you know, secretary. And it's like, that's not the world we live in anymore. I feel like the constant pursuit of wealth, the people who have kept doing it, I feel like a lot of them have, I don't know, it's kind of consumed them in a way. I'm happy. You know, I'm glad I lived the way I lived in Korea. I spent money a lot. I traveled, and you know, I barely saved anything, even though I was making decent money, just because I spent my money on things I enjoy. And You know, my grandfather died with 6 figures in the bank. Well, why? What's the point? He had this big lump sum savings that he never used. He could have bought a new car. He was driving around in this old shitty car forever. I mean, there's so many things. I don't know. When I see that kind of stuff, it just like, you know, yeah. Anyway, I could lock that down. It's kind of interesting, actually. Should I? Lockdown Blitzball? Is that stupid? That seems really stupid to me. I just want to cast a spell here, but anyway. So balance it out. Yeah, enjoy your life. Go do stuff. Don't work 60 hours a week just to like, what? Save up some money and then, you know, yeah, I get to retire a little bit early or whatever. Yeah, but your body is shot because you've been working like a dog for so long, laboring and all this kind of stuff. It's like, what kind of a retirement is that? You can't enjoy it if you've destroyed yourself with work for half your life, you know? 16 for a bit and overall feel more consistent. Yeah, and it depends on how much card draw you have, stuff like that, right? Like if I play a deck with a bunch of card draw, I'm playing 17 lands. Like I might even play 18. Okay. Should I tap this down? Thunder Magic goes to the yard and then Ramu shoots something, but I'm just gonna tap this down. It's kind of dumb. I don't like wasting a removal spell on this, but really dumb. I could have tapped down Blitzball, but I get to just start crunching here. And let's see what happens. See if they can deal with this idiot. Casino day? Nope, tomorrow. Every Thursday. Charlie, what's up? I'm good at no debt. House paid off. Great. Oh, dude, that's fantastic. House paid off is already, you're way ahead of everybody else. That's great. Good for you. Okay, then fuck, man. Yeah, then what are you doing? Yeah, if you're semi-retired, then like I joke and I say I subscribe to Freedom 35. When I was 35, I basically retired. I started doing a job. What am I saying? 35? I was younger than that. I was in my 20s when I moved to Korea. And I was teaching English, I was working, and then I became an actor. Once I started getting enough work that I was a full-time actor, I was into voice acting, I could basically work as little or as much as I wanted. Ooh, we can free this guy with Thunder Magic, or just summon. Kind of interesting. So what does this guy do? Copy activated or triggered ability you control X times? Wow. Okay, so I can Thunder Magic Barnabas here, and then I can I can Thunder Magic the Go-Go? Let's do that, and then I'm gonna do it now. And then I'll Red Mage's Rapier, we can't attack. Next turn I can play Summon, ping my Barnabas. What is this when it's dealt damage? And this is... This creature... An opponent controls! Oh, you piece of shit. I should have read that first. God damn it, you... Whatever. That's annoying. So I can't ping my own guy with this. Ooh, draw 4. I'm jealous. So yeah, you're semi-retired. I've been semi-retired since I was like 30 because I basically started doing a job where I choose how much I want to work or how little I want to work. And I still get to do all the things I want. I go, you know, traveling, I take vacation when I want. Like if I want to take a month off of work, I'll just do it and then it'll still be there. I was lucky that, you know, I worked a job like this. This is terrible, but here we are. Punch. I could shut off Blitzball here, but... Yeah, I thought this could ping my own guy. That was really dumb. Oh well. Reading is hard. Well, it's just too many things to read. I read this, I knew what this did, and then I know Thunder Magic goes to any creature, so I could have pinged my guy with Thunder Magic to free it, but I thought this guy was better because he pings, but then I've got to read, oh yeah, right at the bottom, opponent controls. Annoying. Yeah, when you play this much Magic, you shortcut a lot. I mean, it's just the way your brain works. It's the way everybody's brain works. Wow, they're just going to use double removal spell on my guy? Sure, that's a 2-for-1. Okay. They have so many cards they don't even care. That's kind of a weird play, but sure. Yeah, you just can't, you don't read them all. Once I see, like, there's so many cards that are almost exactly the same, functionally the same. So, you know, the difference between a Lightning Strike and a Searing Spear, you know, it might be, oh, one of them, the creature can't regenerate, or, you know, one of them, whatever. It's slight, like, the slight differences, even though the spells are the same, that's what trips me up all the time, because I just forget that Oh yeah, this piece of shit can't hit my own creatures. This is a worse version of the actual spell that we're used to. Damn it. You know, like that kind of thing. Yeah. So I could tap that down. I could just play another summon, but that seems bad. Let's just swing. See if they want to block here. So you know, my brain shortcuts, and that's when I miss. Oh, what? This is not a clone. This is a clone that does the, you know, or like whatever the version is. Like I've been playing this game for 30 years, so my brain is full of all these cards that, like, many of them are very similar, right? Okay, this guy's disappearing next turn. I think I'm just gonna pass. I could have played next Ramu there and got in for a bunch of damage, but I think I'm fine trading off. See what happens here. Passive side gig. Well, let me give you some advice, Altered. Do not start streaming. It's a fucking mistake. Don't do it. I love this. I love this so much that I put myself through this, but don't do it. For most people, it's not worth it. You have to have something very wrong with you, like me. Is this a white green land? Yeah, I guess they're just straight 5 colors. Sure, we kill that. We kill that on sight. Boop. Okay. Yeah, opponents all the colors except black. Ooh, I like Mesidian Elder. Okay, let's get that into play first here. And I think I'm gonna equip the Rapier here. And then we pass. Opponent's down to 3 cards. Boy, they drew a shit ton of cards, but most of them were garbage. Well, this one's okay. Dragon's Lance. But World Map, useless. Now, they're playing that card because their mana's all over the place here, but they use 2 removal spells to kill one of my guys. Tella's great, but we have removal. Streaming not passive. Oh, you mean passive, like, yeah, as investments and stuff. Buddha knows. Buddha's like, yep, this guy's an idiot. What? I've got some NFTs to sell you, pal. I've got some meme coins here. Okay. Sure. Kill my 1/3. So summon Esper, gonna kill the Dragoon's Wyvern. Nice. I can take 2. Lots of card draw in their deck. Lots of removal in mine. I'm gonna hook up Rapier here, I think. No attacks. I could hook it up to the Mage, but he's a little too fragile. Esper's gonna pump himself next turn, so he'll go to 4/3. Sure. First legendary creature costs 2 less. 2 or more legendaries. Oh, wow, that's pretty lucky. Well, whatever. They transform it and then we lock it down. Legendary creatures get plus whatever. Sure. Stun a dude. What's the 4? 4 stun counters. Right. X equals to non-basic lands you control. Ooh, Tella was a good draw there. Tell me the story of your people. Bing! Okay. No attacks. They have 1 card in their hand. They're basically top decking here. Blitzball says if you sack, what happens? If opponent was dealt damage by a legendary creature. Nice top deck. You know, they just drew that one. Okay, and that's their last card? Sure. Or that was the flashback. So they didn't have any more cards. They had a land and this guy off the top. Top deck mode. What do you got? What a draw. Random legend. Sure. Okay. Oh, it flips into a creature or into a saga. Why are those things pumped? Artifact, creatures, and heroes you control. Oh. Okay. And that one's got a counter, yeah. No blocks. Okay. So I Summoner's Sanctum, tap Sid? No, tap that. And then get a 1/1 ping or pump my guy. So I'm definitely gonna do it on their turn. Who are they equipping? Sid. Sure. Can't have that attack. Sure. Go to 4. God, what a pile. I don't know. These kind of decks always seem like such memes to me. I don't even think they're that good, but I guess we'll pump up this guy. My opponent's at 13. I mean, I could equip the Red Mage's Rapier first, but I don't think that makes sense. I'm not getting through here, right? Suplex, exile an artifact. Not amazing. Equip. This makes another 1/1, but that doesn't do it. The land off the top is gonna kill me, unfortunately. I lose. I'm just gonna block this guy. I swing. That's unlucky. Yeah, those kind of decks, I'm always looking at them going, boy, you have to get so lucky, not only getting the lands, but finding enough legends for this to be good. It looks like they got like 5 or 6, you know, rares and mythics, which is crazy. I guess if you get that many and you get the fixing, I could see going into a 4-color deck like that, but boy, those are sketchy-ass decks. I think most of those decks end up in train wrecks, right? If you're trying to actually draft a deck like that, I think you have to accidentally fall into that kind of thing. Like, you just randomly get a collection of rares that kind of overlap, like white, blue, and green, white, and okay, there's a red one, and then you just randomly get all the dual lands in the pod, like nobody takes the fixing, and you get enough duels that you can actually play it. Kind of a meme, but got me. Too many legends. It was the card draw. They drew too many cards. I didn't find my card draw until way too late, and they already had a massive board there, so... But they had a bunch of different mythics and rares. Crazy. Yeah, it's slow, but I'm going to keep it. Get the bets up again. Will we win this match? No. Maybe I'm betting on no and jinxing myself here. I shouldn't bet no. Let me catch up with you guys. Yeah, sorry, I missed the passive thing. My only feat page is passive, I wish. I haven't had it. Nice, Charlie. Yeah. I'm growing some. I've got some new stuff going on. I've got a little case of athlete's foot. I'm trying to cultivate. Just wait. There's picks coming. Oh God, can you imagine? Clips of my old commercials. You can't really find many of them. Most of them are they don't exist on the internet because they're owned by giant companies who do not share them. But some of them are on my YouTube channel. If you go to the YouTube channel, DamienF16, you can see some of them in the... Should I hold on to Great Sage here? And, like, I'm never going to untap with Great Sage, right? I should just go call the Mountain Chocobo first. Right? I could just kill this. I really want to get Great Sage into play. Maybe I'll kill this now. Not use all my mana. It sets up a better Esper Ramu later, because then I can go Great Sage here, and then if I untap with Great Sage and I can call them out in Chocobo, that's going to be pretty gross. 4-3 again, nice. Yeah, 4-3 is good enough. You basically make your money back, plus get a bunch of clips. But yeah, Buddha, you can find some of them on YouTube. The rest of them, they're scattered around. I've got a couple on a hard drive here. I could show you a couple of them. I used to have a chat command for that. Ooh, Shantoto's pretty good. But I've got a better one. I've shown them before on the stream. I've shown little clips from the TV shows I've done and stuff, but movie clips from the movies I was in. I couldn't find, I've never found a clip from my Chromite, doing that Operation Chromite with Liam Neeson, but I found a clip from some other movie. I was like a news anchor just in the very first part of the movie. I don't know where those are. Maybe documents? No blocks. Did they just do 0 to me? I love it. Yeah, what are they? They were bluffing to see if I'd block? Nice. Okay, let's Mountain Chocobo. This is filthy. We're gonna make a dude draw 2. Whoo, shit. Get another land in my hand. Nasty. No attacks. Well, Ramu's doing 2 damage here, which is not enough. I think I'm gonna go Elder first. Drew a lot of land here, but we've got Chocobo next turn, flashback. Yeah, you better. So they 2 for 1 themselves here to kill Tella. They don't really have a choice. Not really 2 for 1. I mean, they'll flash this back at some point, but trading a lot of mana there. Basically 6 mana and a body on the field and a card in their hand. Yeah. Gotta kill Tella, though. I can chump this, I think. 6 is enough that I'll chump it. Nice. Now we get to deal with that. Choco Loco. Let's punch. See if they want to trade. Interesting. They have, oh, they have the bigger board than me, so I'm kind of surprised they would trade there, but let's go Elder, and then I can stuck in a Summoner's Sanctum on their turn. They could have a counter spell. I think I might just do this now. Let's pass. Next turn, I'm probably going to call the Mountain Chocobo. Now, if I do flash this back, I won't be able to ping for 2. I'll only be able to ping for 1. So this is one of those weird, you know, point of contentions in this format where, you know, the spells deck has all these spells that have flashback. Those are some of the best ones. But you've got to be careful with sequencing, because if you flashback spells out of your graveyard and then you draw something like this, or a card that wants to bring a spell back, or, you know, something that cares about having spells in your graveyard, you're kind of, you know, working against yourself in a way. Ooh, very nice. Both of us with spells. They're black-red? I can't tell if they're black-red. Like, if they're splashing blue, this is not a great splash, but I could see it. But this, I don't think you're splashing that, right? So I don't know what they're doing, really. Okay, Esper, after Thunder Magic, Esper's going to do 3. Still not enough. Debating casting Thunder Magic on the Black Mage here, honestly. The flashback on this is 0 right now. They have no creatures. I could just kill a 2/2, but I think Black Mage is going to do more than 2 damage to me over the course of a bunch of turns, right? I should just kill this Black Mage now, honestly. It sucks, but... and let's pass. I'm not going to play Esper Ramu here. It's only doing 3. I mean, I want to... Well, I guess I could play it, kill Mysidian. But... Mysidian is not relevant here. I could just kill a 2/2. Another Black Mage, sure. Yeah, maybe I should have just killed a 2/2 there. And then the turn after, I can flashback Chocobo. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can actually just... 6, 7... Oh, I'm 1 short. I can't double spell next turn. Maybe I should have just killed a 2/2 there. I feel like I'm saving this for a better threat, but they don't seem to want to play one here. Maybe they'll flashback. Yeah. Flashback one of your things. Sure. Thor, what's up? First impressions are, yeah, the set's fun. It's a good limited environment because it's not very fast. So it's, yeah, it's good. Okay, I take some damage here. The Rapier. Not able to trigger that this turn. I mean, it triggers my Black Mage here, but let's go Esper. Probably just kill the Chocobo here. And then I'll play this. And then I think I'm going to move this over. No attacks. Okay. Esper's going to pump my wizards, which is not the greatest, but this guy is a wizard. He's going to become a 2/3, and then when I cast this, he's going to be a 4/3. So Esper and him will be both attacking as 4/3s here. They've got 5 cards to my 1, though. I need to find some of my card draw here. Tella drew me 2 early, but yeah. It's a good format. I think it's good. I think it's very, so far it's pretty balanced. I don't think there's any color combination that's like way behind. There's some that I haven't seen really drafted too much, like white, black, stuff like that. But all the other formats, or all the other archetypes and color pairings and stuff seem pretty good to me. They don't seem bad. Yeah, 5/5, that's annoying. I need to draw my own one of those. They have Garland. Pretty good. I need some bombs. I need one of my big boom booms here. They've got a shock or something to kill me. I'll take one. They're going to shock my Esper to finish it or something. Play your combat trick. I need to get some more coffee here. It's a thunder magic. To kill my Elder? Yeah, I think that's fine. Surveil 1. So they're losing a token. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. On my, yeah, so I'm only doing 1. There we go. 4, 5. So I can't play Chocobo. Okay. See what they've got. White black needs a lot of, yeah, so white black's kind of a weird one, but anyway, I think there is no color that's way worse. Like, Magic players are mostly dummies, right? They're like everybody else. We just want, give it to me, TLDR. Give me the easy, basic, like, just do all the work for me and just give me the answer. Give me the chat GPT, answer. So Magic players just want, what are the best colors? What's the best color? What's the best archetype? What's the blah, blah, blah? No, that's not how this works. That's not how Magic works. They're all so close. There's no best by 1%. This is why 17 lands, people look and go, oh, look, black's the best color. It's like, yeah, red's right behind it with like 0.5% difference or 1%. You think that in real world terms, do you really think that means anything? It doesn't, right? So this thing dies and then comes back, but they can't bring it back this turn. I'm tempted to just take 3 here. I think I will. Shiva's gonna lock down my guys, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to win this game, but yeah, they drew better than me. I drew a lot of lands and not enough action here. They have still 3 cards in their hands, so yeah, not getting out of this one. Okay, go. Blue, yeah, sure. Could be blue, could be black, could be green or red. All those colors. White, I don't think white's the best color, but again, they're all very good. So we're not talking about a format where one color is so much worse than the others, or one color combo. It's not Streets of Ukapena where Bant was the best by far, or Rise of the Eldrazi where green was unplayable, or over the years there's been many formats like this, right? What was the other one? Rise of the Eldrazi was an old that's an older set. Battle for Zendikar, that was where green was totally unplayable. Rise of the Eldrazi, it was black was basically unplayable. But those days are long gone, right? So yeah, sure, you can kill me. Lots of cards in your hand. Yeah, we did not draw well there, and we lose. Our opponent drew very nice, and we lose. Not much I can do about that. Their cards lined up better than ours. Couldn't do anything. 1 and 2. This deck doesn't look too bad, but yeah, weird. This format's been bizarre. I've gotten 7 wins with decks that I don't think looked great, and then I've got 0 wins with decks that I thought looked really good. I don't know. I don't know if, am I way off on card evaluation? Most of the cards I'm playing, I think other people are saying are good cards. But yeah, just lining up poorly. Opponent, you know, draws their bombs, I don't, like that kind of stuff. Their mana works out, mine doesn't. The usual Magic stuff, but I'm wondering if it is the deck or some of the cards in this deck that are not amazing. I've got some stuff that's not incredible, but I think overall it's a good deck. Ooh, wow, is that a banger rare? Jesus Christ. And there's no shatters in this format, so I can't get rid of that. If you're playing white, you have O-Ring and stuff, but I can't really do anything about that. And a Thief's Knife, huh? Alright. No attacks. That artifact is going to kill me. This is probably one of the biggest bombs in the set because it comes down on 2. All the other bombs are... Wow, and this ridiculous bomb? Holy fuck balls. What is with the back-to-back Grixis decks with the bangers here? I can't beat that card. I can't beat that card. I will never be able to beat that card. Fuck's sakes. Alright, I need to draw a land, but I can't beat that guy in play here. Should I attack with Sahagin? I will. What happens when he's on 4? Or something? Control 4 or more wizards. Do they randomly have 3 wizards? Yeah, sure. So this guy's gonna flip into 4/6. I can still kill it, thankfully. I need to find a land here and hope they don't have a counterspell. Jesus Christ. The 2-mana rare is actually ridiculous. Like, this is the kind of card that ruins formats if they put too many bombs like that in the format. Like, a 7-mana bomb is one thing, but a 2-mana bomb like this, like, it's like Wedding Announcement or Helena and Elena. Like, 3 mana, like, that kind of cheap bomb is way too good. Holy shit. I think they just drew the best cards in their deck. Or their deck is full of these insane bangers. I don't know. Sure. Why? Yeah. Why would they throw that guy away? It's a wizard. So I go suplex on Black Waltz, trigger Red Mage. 3/1. And then what? I swing, and then Opera Love Song to pump it all the way. They're never blocking my Red Mage's Rapier guy. Summon Esper. Okay, I'll offer the trade here if they want. Esper only doing 2 here. I suplex, it does 3, and then I can... Well, that guy's gonna flip again, though, right? Oh, they are trading off here. Very interesting. I could have swung with my 3/3 as well, I suppose. Maybe I should have, but I thought maybe if they don't block, I don't want to get them drawing cards on the backswing, right? Yeah, this guy just flips immediately, so there's not much I can do. I'm just trying to buy time until I can find the 5th land to kill it here. There it is. Okay. Sahagin going the distance again. So am I going to go Tella here, or am I going to go for lethal? I can kill them very quickly here. Ooh, nice. They get to draw a card. They need to find an answer to Sahagin, or they're going to die to it. I think I'm just going to go summon, kill Waltz. And I can double spell. That is nice. So I'm going to go summon, kill Waltz. And then I think I'm swinging with the team here. And I can leave up the Love Song and draw 2 on their end step, or I could suplex Prompto. Huh. Ugh. That's interesting. I think I'm going to suplex... Oh. I could exile this thing, I guess. I think I'd rather kill the guy at this point. They're running out of action. They're not going to be able to pump that thing too much more, right? Okay. Oof. Let's hope that's correct. Nice. Green and Rise of the Eldrazi. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It was Rise with Black was bad. And in the other Zendikar set, there's been so many now, but the battle for Zendikar Green was atrocious. But yeah. Yeah, Nest Invader. I just remember that had the soul bond mechanic, right? And there was like a green common that like soul bond and pumped, and it was ridiculous. There was a blue one that there was a blue flying Man of War too, like a crow or something as well. That was just one of the more busted commons. All right, will we win this match? Let's get the bets up for the next one. This time I'll bet on yes. We're 2-2. My opponent had a great draw that game, but Sahagin just put a clock on them, and then that was it. I think they were a little too conservative there, but... What the... Oh, what the fuck? Did a straw fall off? What the shit? It's never happened before. This water bottle has a straw in it. It's sweet, so you never have to, like, tilt it. But the straw fell out. I was like, stop sucking and nothing's coming up. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, I can keep this Thunder early into combat tutorial. Even if I don't put a counter on a creature, I don't really care. Get 2 spells in the yard, and then Esper Ramu shocks. Magitech. You do you. See what they've got. Dragoon's Lance. Oh. Okay. No more Magitex for you, please. Rapier? Their guy flies, but that's fine. I'm going to save Call the Mountain Chocobo, hopefully until after I have Tella in play, but I do need to draw some cards here. Combat Tutorial, not bad. This guy's going to swing for 4 damage on turn 2. Turn 3, I mean. 1 green. I take 2. Deal. Suplex, not the worst. This Combat Tutorial will hopefully find us a land here. Looking for a blue mana. No blue mana. Okay. Not the worst, but not amazing. Yeah, I keep forgetting Suplex is like a slow abrade here. Exile target artifact. So I do have a way to deal with artifacts. One way to deal with artifacts. Nice. 3 mana to kill my counter. I like, or a token. I like that. I think I just need to find land here. God damn it. The bangers that I have to toss to make this work. Could just exile the Lance. I know my next turn is spoken for. I think I will. I'm going to exile Dragoon's Lance here. Okay. Come on, land. There's no Villiers. Okay, let's get Tella down. Let me tell you my story. Yes. Okay, perfect. So Esper Ramu comes down, kills Dion. I can take 4. Not a big deal. And then I've got Sleep Magic if I want. Could just put this idiot to sleep. I think I like that. Make a body. And these are heroes it's making, right? Yeah, no attacks. Okay. And now I've got draw 2 cards, make a body, make a 1/1. Filthy. 3, 4, 5, 6. If I draw an untapped land, I might actually Red Mage's Rapier equip first and swing. Yeah. Let's do that. So I'm going to do this. Trigger. Oof, that is gross. Okay, swing with those 2. Ramu's dying next turn, so it doesn't really matter. Vendor's good. These guys are great, but they need to find some equipment to do something with Vendor. I'm glad I suplexed that flying thing. Dragoon's Lance. Ooh, that's not bad. So they can flash that, make a 4/4 next turn. Okay, wizards get +1/+0. This guy goes away. I've got Retrieve the Esper. Chocobo. Yeah, let's equip here. Draw more cards. Pump chokes. Keep swinging. And I've got a bunch of flashback cards. All of them trigger Tella, so I'm drawing so many cards here, it's ridiculous. I might deck myself if I'm not careful, but Love Song, I'm going to save to maybe kill my opponent. I don't need to use it as a card draw spell here. So this plus Red Mage's Rapier, you know, with the pump side, it's actually representing a good amount of damage. They trade off. Rexar, sure. Sahagin's nice. Let's see if I can do this all here. I can play land. I have 7. I go 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's equip here. Okay, and then I can either Dreams here, or I could eject the T-Rexar. I think I'm going to do that on their... I could eject... just giving them the life back feels so bad. Let's pass. They're going to flashback Esper Origins here, I assume. Yeah. Interesting. Nest Invader, yeah, back in the day. Back in the day, that was one of the best commons. I say staple. Yeah. Reveal the top card of your library. It is not a permanent. Do you want to put it in your graveyard? I think they need that one, don't they? Squall. Whenever a creature attacks alone, double strike, damage to a player, bring something back. Okay. Big swings? Really? Get lost. Oof. Pump. Draw. Make bodies. Draw. Whew. Nasty. My turn? Mysidian Elder is nice. Let me think about this. So we've got 8, 9, 10 mana to work with here. 3, 4, 5, 10. That's pretty good. Trigger. Okay. Let's play this. 3, 4, 5. And let's kill... This guy's going to go away soon enough. I think I'm just going to kill Squall here. Look at all those triggers. Just disgusting. Okay, oof. And there's another haste flyer next turn. So this guy swings. Let's swing with the rest of them, but I think that should be good. I'm at 9 cards in library. I won't be able to play all these 4 mana spells, or I'm going to kill myself. Okay, you can get 3 life back. You can make a bunch of 1/1s. And then next turn they all get pumped. +2/+2 and trample. But I'm just going to lock down the T-Rexar, I think. And we'll see how this goes. Ooh, that was a good draw too. Okay, so let me think about this. I have 8 cards in my library. I play this, I draw 2. Their team gets pumped. Swing, swing. I'm swinging for 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm making a body. All their guys get trampled too, don't they? So I have to Summoner's Sanctum the T-Rexar here. I, 5, 9, 10, 11. 6 and 5 is 11. But then I can't lock down T-Rexar. 3 and 5 is 8. 9, 10. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave all my guys back. I think I can actually kill them on the backswing here if they go for an alpha swing. Alpha strike. Wow, that is a lucky draw. Okay. Let's see if that's enough. Lucky I left all my guys back. Let's play this. Make another body. Trigger, do some damage. Hello, yeah. Okay, go. Let's see here. So these guys all have trample. I've got Love Song, but this just gives +2/+0, no first strike or anything. Do I have to use my ship here? It's a crew 2, and then it absorbs 3. So I actually do think I should crew this. Oh, okay. They don't want me to do it? Sure. I think I survived that, so let me just make sure. I put 5-3 on 5-4 or 4-3, whatever. Let's say I put it on 4-3, and then 4-6 blocks 5-4, 3-5 blocks this. Yeah, 1-3. They're never getting in for they're getting in for 0 damage here, basically. So nice. We got him. Let's get the bets up for the next one. Sorry, say again. That's dude name. The person's name. It was like Lost in Imagination or something, right? Will we win this match? Get your bets in. I've got a bunch of packs. I didn't go to the store actually. Let me just pop in and see Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Nope, don't want any of that. Great. Keep playing. 3 and 2. I'm gonna bet yes. Lost in Imagination, yeah. Final Fantasy is sweet. I think it's a good set. I'm actually happy with the way it turned out. I think it's so far so good. I might get sick of it soon, but so far it seems like a lot of the decks are viable and they're all different enough that they feel cool. I love that red-black isn't just your typical sack, you know, archetype like it always is. Like it's a little bit different. This is very top-heavy, but I'm gonna try this. This might be too top-heavy. I might be pissing this away. If our opponent randomly is on a, you know, aggro deck, like white-based aggro, ooh, or a red deck. Okay, well that thing sucks. They're playing blue-red, it looks like. If they're playing that, I'm gonna get some coffee. Yeah, as expected. You can kind of predict what people are playing based on the cards in their deck, right? It should be pretty easy. Yeah, but that's a little. That's Okay. It's a little annoying. I think I'm just gonna draw 2 cards here. I don't care about the lack of counter. I just want to be able to play my spells. So next turn we've got Retrieve. I'm not going to use my removal on these 2 idiots. I just don't care. God damn it. 1, 2, 3 curve. Really? These 2 cards are not very good, but because they had them in that order, that is quite good. I guess I'm going to do this. I don't think this guy's going to be long for this world, but use all my mana here. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. Chocobo. Sure. Stun my guy. Pretty silly. I like Mysidian Elder a lot, and I like Call the Chocobo, but I don't even think I would play these 2. Maybe I'd play Ultros, but probably not. I've only got 1 red mana here. Go... I guess Mysidian Elder? Pass? Just need to put bodies on the battlefield. I'm gonna get some coffee here. Sure. Boy, my opponent drew absolutely perfect this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a curve. Lucky, lucky. Not much I can do about that. So we finished 3 and 3. Let's jump into another draft. That was our draft from yesterday when the server shit the bed. Let's try again. Yeah, that's pretty unlucky. Like I said, we kept a slow hand. If my opponent has an aggro deck, they're off. We might lose the game. Not only did they have an aggro deck, it wasn't even a white-based aggro deck. It was just their blue-red deck happened to draw their lowest curve in the deck and kill me. Sure. Didn't draw my Thunder Magic, Suplex, none of my... I drew 3 mana removal. Maybe I should have started using it. I don't know. I'm over it. I think 3/3 sucks, Manu. No offense, but fuck that. I'm not here to get 3 and 3s. That's a failure in my book. That deck obviously looked pretty good. I thought our deck could have gone better than 3 and 3. So 3 and 3 is a failure, I think. But I got something back, I guess. But that's not it. 5 wins or bust. If I don't get 5 wins, it's a failure in my books. 4 is close, but 3 is definitely not good enough. Gilgamesh, you suck. 6 mana, blah, blah. Too many words. This thing also sucks. 8 mana to equip. I've lost to it. I lost to it in the early access. Just randomly, they took an entire 2 turns off, and it ended up eventually mattering way down the line. But Demon Wall is sweet. I do like this, and I haven't had a chance to play with this. This looks like an awesome card. Light up the stage. Vane's Treachery's here. The rest of it's pretty mediocre. These are all filler. I think the rares suck, so I think it's easy Demon Wall here. And maybe I wheel Vane's Treachery. But this green guy's just another large green dork. You have a million of those. This is fine, but this isn't the kind of card you want to first pick. And the rare, let me just read it again, just make sure. Any number of equipment card from the top 6 go onto the battlefield. Like, at 6 mana, it's just too much, right? This guy's not bad. This guy does work, but he's not the kind of card he's an enabler, right? You don't take him first. You take him after you have a bunch of good stuff to blink or whatever. I could just go side quest here. Good, nice, unconditional removal. It is slow. Obsidian Elder's definitely an awesome card. Chocobo Kick's probably the best green common. This guy's okay, too, but not worth going into white for. Magitech Inventory's fine. Sahagin. A lot of stuff that's very similar in power, I think, here. But because I started with a black card, I'm leaning toward taking one of the black cards, and I should probably take the 5 mana card over the 2 mana card. This is a very good one. I mean, this guy often turns into a creature. It's not hard to turn it into a creature in your average black deck, because you'll be playing other removal spells. And then, so it's a removal spell that immediately costs less, because it gives you 1 mana back. And then you turn it into a creature later that's hard to kill is really powerful. So I've liked this card a lot. Kick, Mysidian Elder, Sahagin, all directions I could go in. I'm not looking to pair it with white here. Zac is mediocre. Vanille is chill. She's not bad. 4 mana. Return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. And then at the beginning of your first main phase, you can meld her if that other really shitty card is in play. This card's actually good. The black one is terrible. There's a Mysidian Elder. I could be black-red mages here. Or I could go black-green. I think Vanille is better than Mysidian Elder, but it's close. Mysidian Elder is very good. Plus, Ignis is here. Maybe this wheels, and I could potentially be Sultai. I've liked black-green a lot. I think it's actually really good. Mill 2, return a permanent from your graveyard to your hand. That is exactly what green wants to, or green-black wants to do. And then if you do get lucky enough, the black card's so bad that people pass it to you, right? So you end up picking them up if you need them. Yeah, I could take this. He ramps you from 3 to 4, and then he can make food. It is pretty good uncommon. Is it worth splashing for? Obviously, you want to play this on 3, so I'm not crazy about splashing this because, it's not something I'm ever... Like, splash cards are not getting cast on 3 usually, right? You're right, Manu. That's true. I shouldn't be complaining. I don't know. For me, it's not a victory, but you're right. People out there shouldn't feel bad if you go 3 and 3. Yeah. Rasta, what's up? Gigantoad kind of sucks here. He's gonna wheel. Maybe I do take Ignis. I don't know. I'm probably not playing this, but we'll see. Travel the Overworld. I love. White Mage's Staff is a fine common. I would probably take Gigantoad if this guy wasn't here, but I'll take this. This is Finn the Fangbearer. Is not terrible. Ooh, Ice Magic's excellent, though. Same with Prisha's Wanderings. I'm not seeing much black here. I first picked a black card, second picked a black card out of a pack with no rare, so that's not a sign. And now I'm seeing no black. So I could angle toward Simic here, and I think Ice Magic is better than Finn or Prisha's Wanderings. I've already got Ignis. There's another travel. Yeah, we're not seeing any black here. Mountain Chocobo is the best card in the pack. I could take this. This is going to be a Towns deck. Maybe I should just take the Reactor. I already saw one of these go around. I bet you one of them wheels. This one or the one from the previous pack. Probably this one. That's a late Magitech Infantry too, but I'm going to take a land. If I end up green-blue, it's probably going to be green-blue Towns. You know, cards that care about town. So I should just take a bunch of random towns. White-black is the worst town, though. It's unfortunate. This is not great either. It's good in blue-red where you're getting value off the 4-mana non-creature spell thing. I don't know. I'm going to take the land because why not? Take Scorpion Sentinel, I guess. If I do end up blue-green, this is actually going to be good because if I'm ramping, this is going to become a 4-4 much quicker in a green-blue deck than any other blue deck, right? Maybe I will take Sentinel there. So I'm green-blue here. I don't know if I'm going to end up black, but I'm going to leave the black cards here for now. There's a third travel. Jeez. Garnet? Not crazy about that. I'm going to take Travel the Overworld here. Yeah. Hey, Nano. Not much. Chillin'. Illin'. Like a villain. It's a stupid thing to say, but you know, it's from my childhood. I say stupid things sometimes because that's what we used to say when I was 12. Let's make a town and name it Damien Dune. I like that. That might have to be the name of my next town in the next city builder we play. Damien. Usually I go Damopolis. That's usually the... Oh, blue-green duel is great. Garbage equipment wheels. Yeah, blue-green duel, easy. Penicillin on penicillin like a villain. Yep. Okay, this could be interesting in my deck. Could take red-white, but again, the red-white duel... Not really what I want. I could take Crash. There's a counter spell for each card in your graveyard. Man, it's pretty weak. I think I'm just going to take Sahagin. I might end up with enough non-creatures to make that good. Bard's Bow's not terrible. Take a blue card for cutting. Penicillin, yeah. That's not for us. It's Chernobyl. Too soon? Jill is good. Choco Comet I love. Torgal is awesome. This guy might wheel. How you doing, Torf? Put a blue card into the sideboard? Yeah, sometimes they go there. Jill, Shiva's Dominant. So this is an excellent card, but it's weird. It's not like your other Saga creatures, because again, you've got to be really careful when you activate this. When you pay 5, like I blew out an opponent, I had an opponent blow me out when I had no choice. I was top deck, or I had nothing in my hand. I was top decking. I had nothing off the top. I had to go for the Jill activation. They just kill it in response, and you've wasted your entire turn. It's a massive blowout. Torgal is awesome, and I would obviously play it. I don't think we're going to end up black here, unfortunately. But Jill is a much more powerful card than Torgal. Like, if you do flip her, if you find a window to do it, it's insane. Geishel Greens is good. I would take that, but let's take Jill here. It's a good on-color rare. Kefka. 5 mana 4/5. Super hard to cast. ETB or attack. Each player discards a card. Each player. Then draw a card for each type among cards. Okay, so I'm rummaging, basically, and drawing maybe an extra one. And then they sack, and he flips. Jesus. I don't think I'm going to splash for that. Sleep Magic is great. Ignis is awesome, but this might wheel, actually. Wow, that's actually close. I should take Ignis here, I think, actually, and not risk trying to wheel it. It is a color combination that I don't see a lot of people playing. Like, there's a very high chance this wheels, but it's so much better than Sleep Magic. I really should take Ignis, right? Yeah, we did finish it, Nano. Yeah, we finished it on stream. You can probably go back and still see those VODs. It was only like a month ago or something, right? Bomb might be the best card in the set. Which one? Oh, that guy? I would have to double splash to play that guy. I don't know about that. Maybe. I'm not crazy about that. I think I might take a blue-red duel here. I do want to touch red probably for some stuff. This blue and red card sucks. This cares about equipment. This cares about 4-mana non-creature spells, which we don't have. There's Mountain Chocobo is not bad. There's also Dreams of Laguna, Bard's Bow. Bard's Bow might wheel. I think I'm just going to take the land here. You think it's busted? It draws you a lot of cards, but enter mill 5, 1 enchantment into your hand, and then it flips for 6. Token that's a copy of non-legendary enchantment you control. It cares about enchantments. That's lightning bolt. God damn it. There's diamond weapon. Also very good. I'm not going to splash lightning bolt here, am I? That sucks. It's very tempting, but I'm going to take diamond weapon here. It is a big chunky finisher. Ooh, this I might be able to splash. We'll see. Whenever one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards from the top of your library, put one of them in your hand, then any number on the bottom. Any number of land cards on the battlefield tapped, and the rest in your graveyard. Okay, but it's only doing it for 1, unless it's got, unless I've got a bunch of chocobos in play. I have 0 currently. I think it's easy ice magic here. I'm not going to splash that. The chocobo art is cute. Chocobos are cute as hell. Chocobos almost remind me of a... I think they just riffed off of Yoshi. And made, you know, their version of Yoshi, basically. That's what it feels like to me. I think I'm just going to take removal spells. Some nice red cards wheeling, or coming around here late. Not going to take artifact guy. It's pretty good. Another big chunky chunk. Oh, I'm going to take kick, actually. That's much better. Okay, I don't need another big chunky chunk. That's pretty good, too. Green-black duel is good, but I'll take the 2-mana ramper here. And this guy wheels as expected. I will splash for this. 6 mana, 6/6, ETB, get a land. And then it pumps every time I play a land is pretty nice. Can easily splash that because I took a couple of nice red duels there. Wow, very late Mysidian Elder. Not for us, though. Grand Pulse isn't great, but in a defensive blue-green deck like this... Okay, am I going to wheel Ignis here? Or did I take it? Oh, I took it. Yeah, out of the pack with Sleep Magic, right? I didn't take the Sleep Magic. Sleep Magic never wheeling. Call the Mountain Chocobo is great. I could... I'm not going to splash that, though, right? I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm not going to splash red for more than something like this. A big card. Okay. Yeah, black is totally dried up here. This deck doesn't look too bad. 2 of the Signpost uncommon. We've got some good top end. We've got ramp, card draw, you know, bangers. We've got some removal, kick, and stuck. Double ice magic. Sahagin is not going to be amazing here. What do I have that triggers him? I've got double ice magic. I've got travel. And that's it so far. Yeah, I'm probably not going to end up playing him, sadly. New Liths? Sure. For now, we'll leave that in there. It is a 2-drop. You can go into my sideboard. Cypher is very good. Creature attacks alone, it gets double strike, and then whenever he deals damage to a player, I cast an instant or sorcery from my graveyard, 3 or less. All I can cast is ice magic. Am I going to splash for something like that? Probably not, right? I should either take retrieve or summon Fat Choco here. Give my creatures trample? That is powerful when I have stuff like Diamond Weapon in my deck, right? Maybe I will take Fat Choco here first. Not super stoked about that, but Cypher, unfortunately, not really great here. I mean, giving a creature double strike is fine, but we don't have a ton of great creatures to pump up here. Most of our big stuff already pumps itself. But it's really the Fire Cross ability where you're flashing back spells. That's insane if you've got a bunch of cheap spells, but we don't really... We're not a blue-red spells deck here, sadly. Golbez, Princess, Scorpion... Could take combat tutorial. There's a perfect duel. I just saw a red-green duel in the last pack. I think I want some card draw here. Town Greeter's not bad either. He might wheel. Scorpion, Town Greeter, Bard's Bow. One of those will wheel. This guy obviously will wheel, but he's atrocious. Let's see. Kinnan! Wow! Kinnan is insane. Holy shit. I didn't know this guy was in the set, but of course it's one of the silly... I mean, we're green-blue and there's Kinnan. I only have Diamond Weapon right now, right? You can basically pay 7 mana and flash in a huge thing. A non-human. Is this guy human? Of course he is. So, I don't know about that. You know what? That might actually wheel. Oh, there's a Chocobo kick? Shit. I'm going to take the kick. Summon Shiva's pretty good. Another 2-mana ramper. I'll take Summon Shiva, though. That might wheel Kinnan. I don't think it will. This guy might wheel too. The 10 cards left. Big Realm sketching here. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little more top end here. We only have 2 big chonkers on the top end. So if I see the blue-green 8/8, I'll take him, another diamond weapon or something. And then if Kinnan wheels, he might actually make our deck. We'll see. I don't think I need to splash a removal spell. I've already got a couple of 3-drop bows. Just take another Sentinel. Don't know if I love that, but it's better than Newliths, probably. Retrieve, removal. Retrieve is good. Yeah. I already have Travel the Overworld. I don't think I want like 2 or 3 travel, but I've got decent card draw. We've got Travel. I've got Combat Tutorial. Scientia. No, that's, yeah, just lands. She's the regrowth. I didn't see any of the black card. Unfortunate. She's still good, though. Timeless Witness. Probably not going to play that. Okay. Will we wheel Kinnan here? Let's see. It's not this pack, but in a couple packs here. I don't think I'm going to play it either. We did not get any chonkers. I needed to find a couple of the green, forest cycling dino or anything really. Yeah, did not see a lot of big chunky green dudes. Maybe there's a bunch of Timmies in the pod here, and they're all taking all the dinos. Green-red duel over retrieve. Yeah, I will take that, I think. Our mana's great, at least. Okay, probably not going to play that. And he wheels. I mean, we're not doing anything with him. We've got Gobu Gardener is the only tapper to ramp with. Yeah, so that's not really amazing. And then what are we flashing in? We're looking at the top 5 and putting a non-human creature into play. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I wish we had a little bit more top end. Kinnan would be good. I think I could probably cut a Scorpion Sentinel here. I only need to cut 2 cards. Yeah, lots of red. I don't even really need to play a mountain here. Do I have anything that fetches basics? No. Oh, this guy looks at... Yeah, put any land card. Yeah. So I don't need to even play a mountain here, I think. I have no way to fetch a basic, and this guy doesn't care about basics. So I can cut one of these probably. Jill. Okay, so we've got this. Doubled kick. I always like pulling out the removal. Is that it? Oof, only 3 removal spells, but we are green-blue, so I'm not super surprised. So maybe Grand Pulse isn't amazing. I like a good defensive creature like this, and it works nicely with Chocobo Kick. So maybe I cut another defensive creature instead. I could cut a Bard's Bow here. That's probably better. Yeah, we have too many 3s. I'll cut one of the Bard's Bows and we'll be fine. It says we have 12 creatures, but we have a bunch of, this is 13, 14. This is 15, 16. What else? Is that it? Yeah, at least 16 creatures here. Not counting, Vanilla rebuys a creature, and this could be a creature. Yeah, this is kind of a creature. I think I counted that. I think I could run it like this. Green, blue, splash, red. Flyer defense, 0. I mean, this guy's got reach, but... no, I just kill them. If they play baby flyers, I try and just go bigger than they are and kill them with bigger creatures. I can copy a flyer, I guess. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Flyers, I mean, that's not a real, you might run into a deck that has heavy flyers once out of, what, I don't know, 20 decks. Like, it's blue-white, really, is the only color combination that ever has a lot of flyers, so it's not really a big deal. Bard Bow, yeah, I cut the Bard Bow there. Oh, I should be taking screenshots of this. Oops. Did I take a screenshot of the last deck? Shit, I hope I did. I might have to go on to the VOD and get it. But player removal is the best defense. Yeah, that's really it. It's like a white-red aggro deck. They don't give a shit about, a flyer or something. Like, you don't worry about that kind of stuff. The only times that kind of stuff matters is if there's a set mechanic that's, for some reason, there's more flyers than usual. That's not this set. This set has a very average to low number of flying creatures that are relevant. They're all small, so you don't need. That's why there's no big giant spiders in this format either. I keep this. I don't need the red yet. Let's just play the green blue, and then I guess I'm Scorpion Sentineling here. Tonberry. Super annoying. Okay. I can lock that down. I can Chocobo Kick later, but this is gonna start doing 2 damage to me. Black-red mages. Jill I can't flip, so I'm not crazy about this, but it does bounce their token, which is really nice. Maybe I should just do that. Let's punch. They're not going to block. I'm not going to block Tonberry. He's got First Strike and Death Touch on their turn. Boing. Nice. Now, she's vulnerable, but that's fine. She's already gotten rid of one of their pieces of cardboard. If they want to kill her, that's 2. And, you know, if they don't kill her, then eventually she threatens to become massive. So let's see what they do here. They might just -2/-2 her right now. And then get in for 2. I'm probably playing Tapland here. I could tuck Tonberry. That is a nice little play. Because this guy comes in with a stun counter, right? Ooh, 3/3 haste. Okay, so they're going to ignore Jill for now and rush my face. Yeah, I take it all. Okay, ooh. Well, that's a double spell. If I play the untapped land here, I can go Gardener Ice Magic. I'll just bounce their token. I don't need to pay 4 now, right? But then yeah, I think that's still fine. Yeah, let's just do this. It means I can't flip Jill next turn, but I think that's fine. Okay. This is 3 to equip, 5 to equip. Nice. Don't have to worry about that for quite a while. Unless they're splashing white and they have Weapons Vendor. And that's why Weapons Vendor is so good. These, you know, the drawback for the job select stuff, the bonus is they come in equipped to a token. But the drawback is you got to get pretty late game before you can start equipping them all, right? Especially in a deck with like 16 land or whatever, like a lot of equipment decks, a lot of aggro decks. So that's where the Weapons Trainer is so ridiculous in white-red vehicles or white X vehicles. White-blue or whatever it is. Untapped land, and I can flip Jill. So yeah, they better do something about it now. They know. So they use that second piece of cardboard on her, so she generated some value there. We're still taking 2. Okay, so next turn I can slam Gladiolus, or whatever his name is, and then that'll actually put it on the battlefield tapped. So that'll actually get Scorpion Sentinel to a 4/4. Oh man, so had I played this already, I would have been able to do it this turn off the Gardener. No attacks. Okay. No blocks. See what happens here. Yep. Ping me. No pings? Dumping their hand. So, +2/+2 and trample. So I can swing for 6. Wow, I can swing for a lot of damage here, but I have to use Gubu Gardener to tap. I'm at 9, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're top decking. 5, they can give +2/+2. Oh, they can kill me. They can put lethal on me next turn, right? But I have the 6/6 to block. 3, 4, 5. I need them to whiff and draw land. I'm going to go for max damage here. So this puts 6 on the battlefield. Plus that guy. Plus that guy. Swing for 8. Okay. Now, if they take 8 here, I could potentially kill them next turn, right? Because this guy gives trample when a land ETBs. I have one more card in my hand. They need to top deck a removal spell here, I think. Otherwise, they can't kill me. Because they can equip Reno and Rude here and swing with that guy. He's Menace. I'll take 4, 5, 6, 7. But I block one of the 2-power guys. I block Sabo Tender. And I just take 7 here and go to 2. They're looking at that Katana. They don't equip. They go to combat. Okay, they're going to get it for next turn. No blocks. Interesting. I don't know if I have 2 ways to put lands into the battlefield. Oh, they take my Travel the Overworld. Okay. It's unfortunate. They can't play it. What could I draw here? Land? Is there something else that puts a land into play? Oh, I have Ignis. So if I top deck Ignis, I can put 2 lands into play. I can give both these guys +2/+2 and trample. And I think that's lethal. 3, 4, 5. And I would be dealing 8 and 6 is 14. Yeah, I would kill them. I need to find yeah, Summon Shiva wouldn't do it. Yeah, I think I need to find the well, actually Chocobo Kick might still do it. No. 6, because only one of them would have trample. Yeah, I mean, if I find the Ignis guy, I think I can win here. Because it'll be more power. As long as I can give both my guys trample, it'll be more power than they can put up. Oh, they're going to equip post-combat. Maybe to get that extra toughness? Interesting. Let's see what they do here. This is interesting. Just find that once draft game stall. That's true, Quay. Oh, you're right. Sometimes it's a little, you know, one unblockable creature just getting in there. That is true. That sometimes happens. But yeah, that in this format, oh yeah, they do pump it up. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, so I play a land. I give Gladiolus +2/+2 and trample. I swing for 8. They block with Mesidian Elder. They take 3. I play Retrieve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't double Retrieve. This gives trample? I'm dead. So hold on. I play land. I swing 8 and 4. And they block 5. They have 5, 6, 7. So they basically have 15 life. And I'm doing 8, 9, 13. Yeah, and I can't win. So I'm dead on the backswing, right? Oh, it's another creature you control too. Right. I thought he could pump himself. Yeah, he can only pump other creatures. So I am dead here. They could die to a combat trick, so they know I top deck though. So what are the odds? But I would still block if I'm them, but who knows? And then yeah, I can't double spell here. If I could double spell, then maybe I'd have a chance. But yeah, I can't, and I would have to tap my ramper to double spell anyway. So I think we're taking an L here, sadly. Unfortunate. I feel like we had a good draw, but yeah, they block. That's correct. Equip. I think all they have to do is equip the katana. If they give Tonberry trample, oh, and they have a land. If they give Tonberry trample, I'm dead. But see if they figure it out. That long game last night, I won. Nice. Virtue and protection from a creature. Oh, the virtue, the 8-drop you're saying? Yeah. Right. Yeah, if they can't kill the virtue, yeah, it's like Iona. Iona was the other card we used to cheat into play to do that kind of thing. Yep, they win if they can't kill Iona. But Quay, that's a good point though. Yeah, the flyer thing. I think it's very rare. I think your brain remembers those games, but that doesn't happen very often. It's pretty rare. There's a bunch of ways to push through damage in this that doesn't require flyers. There's unblockable commons. There's, you know, a bunch of equipment that gives different abilities like trample and sure. Trample and whatever it's called. My opponent very slow there. Dear God. Couldn't figure out. They had lethal. They just had to cast their spells. But anyway. Yeah, I don't find that happening very often. Anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. And this, it depends on the format. Some formats, it's like this format, there's not a lot of great flyers. It's not a big deal. But in other formats where, let's say, core set 15, or I don't know what core set it was, when we had triplicate spirits and shit like that in the format, oh yeah, you better believe your 1/3 spider with reach or your 2/4 giant spider was very valuable in those formats. But this format doesn't seem like flyers really matter too much. Maybe one of them breaks a board stall, it's possible. But usually it's other stuff breaking the board stalls. Okay. I guess it's this guy. You have a counter spell? Get out of here. Hell yeah. Nice. I get to attack. Okay. I guess Ignis starts eating their flashback cards. I don't really have anything else to do. Or he dies. That too. This guy's going to be a 4/4 soon enough. Pass. Blitzball. Is this a teamer mirror? What is going on right now? So weird. Go. I don't want to copy Blitzball. Waiting for them to play something relevant here. Sure. Sure. I don't really care about kicking it. I could copy the Shiva, but they're just going to lock each other down, right? So I don't really care. Just do this. I'll take some damage off Shiva. I don't really care. Might flash in this and tap something relevant here. Yeah, the 4 mana, or 4 damage is irrelevant because this thing's going to go away. Hey, MTG. Hop in. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a great day. Okay. Draw a card for each tapped creature your opponents control, huh? I think I'm just gonna do this. I don't really care. If they have a counter, so be it. I think Realm Sketching is better saved here than used. Blue, hopefully they... Oh, and they're playing black. Oh, never mind. They're 4 colors here. Holy crap. Crazy. They're splashing this and a red burn spell? Very odd. Did you already play midweek? Nope. What is midweek? I never really look at midweek. I usually don't give a shit about midweek, so... Yep. Draw 2 cards. Pretty good. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I could have played Realm Sketching and copied Shiva there. I assume they're going to have an answer for Diamond Weapon, but if it's not an answer that gets it off the battlefield, then maybe I sketching it here. We'll see. Only commons? Oh, okay, yeah, no. This is what I mean. Like, I don't put any time or energy into thinking about stuff like that, so I don't play those formats because I don't have anything to play. Ooh, yes, that's what I was hoping. Blue doesn't have a lot of ways to... Yeah, crack your Blitzball. Jesus. Sure. Okay. Wait, I return a permanent I control? Right? A land you control, right. Okay, well I don't need to do that. Let's kill this idiot. Copy that. I will keep that one. Yes. Forgot it was legendary, actually. Terra. So this thing cares about enchantments, apparently. Ooh, no enchantments. Big whiff. That's why I passed it this draft. I wonder if this is the person who took it and went the same colors as me. They're green-blue, but they're splashing black for a 2-mana removal spell and red for a shock. What did they play? Cloud. Cloud is an excellent card. Okay. Can't really attack here. Probably gonna have to tap down the Cloud. This transforms into non-legendary enchantment, except these are legendary. Enchantment you control. Do I even care about that? It's just a 6/6 flyer. That's the scariest part. It's 7 mana, 6 mana to do it. Huh. Yeah, I pass. Need to draw some action here. Lots of big hits. Need to draw a spell. 7 out of 10 to hit a spell here. What a top deck. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I lose. I can't beat that now. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I can't beat that card, I'm pretty sure. It's just going to keep triggering. This abilities can't be activated. That's a triggered ability. Or attacks. Okay. I guess I can shut it off. I'm just taking infinite damage here, so yeah, it's still fine. It's still fine for them. I think I can't beat that. Jeez, that's crazy. What a top deck. Yeah, now they get to draw extra cards. Ugly. Well, Shiva next turn, so yeah, I'm not gonna be able to beat Shiva, I think. Right. Guess I can bounce her. Lucky me. Go. Still taking way too much damage here, though. I'm gonna have to throw away Gabu Gardener. And take 6. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I don't think I can beat and they drew a bunch of cards here. They had double Blitzball. So yeah, they're burying me in cards. Man, these greedy piles. This is the second draft now where I've just lost to these super greedy, like 4-color piles, splashing all kinds of crap. Like, this card is crazy. I think splashing the big guy makes sense, but splashing, like, for this? That's what I'm losing to, though. It's crazy. So, yeah, I'm dead here now. Another Shiva. Yeah, they drew too many cards at this point, so this isn't even a lucky draw. This is just them drawing way more than I am. Gross. Sure. Yep. Just random filler. I draw. Fat chokes. Not good enough. Okay. I lose. Yeah, that's what I mean. The multiple decks that like look atrocious to me, but they just... I'm not an aggro deck. I'm never drafting aggro, so they end up going over the top of me in the late game because they draw, you know, a bunch of random bombs. Some of those cards I wouldn't even call bombs, though. The 4-2... We're 0-2 as well. Jeez, crazy. The 4-2 legendary creature is terrible. It milled like 6 cards and didn't put anything in their hand, and then the flip wasn't even good, so it was just a random 4-2 that they were splashing for. I don't know what to say. I don't know. And then, you know, when people hear me say that mana base is terrible, they're like, but they beat you or whatever. Or I tell them their draft deck has atrocious mana and they say, but I went 7 wins with it. And I'm like, yeah, but that's like, how much of that is you getting lucky, right? You don't know. You just, you know, coast along thinking your deck's actually good when, you know, the mana's really bad. You just happen to draw the lands you needed at exactly the right time or whatever. But then, you know, you play against a deck like that and people start thinking that's, you know, that's a good deck or whatever, but Bombs are bombs. If you get to play your 7 mana, you know, bomb rare that reanimates a card and does all that, like that huge 7/7 flyer, that thing is insane. I would splash for that gladly in this deck if I had seen that in the draft. But some of the other stuff looked, I don't know, sus. A little sus. Okay. Towns are good. I do have a card that cares about towns. I missed a bunch of messages. Hey, Elena. Maintaining 4 colors. Yeah, it's bad. Like, you don't want to be splashing for a 2-mana black removal spell. That's atrocious. Standard Pauper. If anybody has a list, I'll play it, but I'm not going to waste my time building a Pauper deck. Nice. They have their rare. Tap it down. I'm going to trade this guy off. I have another one of these guys, too. I could play Shiva here, but it's tap creature, so randomly not good against the 4/4. Okay, let's pass. I'll at least wait for them to crew that up. Let's see. Way too early in the format. Feels like a lot like TDM to me. Interesting. I think TDM had a much better aggro deck, but yeah. I think in TDM Boros was good though. I don't think Boros is one of the best decks in this format. I think it's a mediocre deck. Sure. It's fine. Like, you can draft a Boros aggro deck and it can be good, but you have to basically be the only drafter at the table, it feels like. Okay. Don't tell me. Oh, they're gonna sack Gaius, right? Okay. Yes. That. But yeah, I think the TDM, there were 2 really good, the best decks in the format, and one of them was Boros aggro. I don't think Boros aggro is even in the top 3 best decks in this format, so it's, yeah, it depends. Sure. Am I gonna hold off on Shiva here? I think I will. Just do this. Vanille. Okay, I might get back Ignis here just to start getting some food going and get some health. Get some HP. You gotta be kidding me, right? Fucking threaten effect. Okay. Sure. This doesn't gain me life. I guess I'm doing this. No attacks. I'm at 2. Show me the lightning bolt. Show me the Chocobo's X spell, whatever it's called. Come here, Lan. That belly luck sack that top deck. I don't know about that. They way outdrew me, but they drew that 7-drop was a crazy top deck. Yeah. Hi Electric, what's up? New to Magic, nice. This is MTGA. This is Magic Arena, which you should play. Just forget that MTGO exists. It doesn't. It doesn't exist. Sure. I'll block with my token. I think I'm gonna go Vanille into Ignis, and I'm gonna try and set up the food here to gain life, because I could die to basically anything here. Any black mage kills me. Or that. Do you have a non-creature spell as well to go with it? Of course you do. Jesus Christ. We go 0-3. This deck didn't look too bad, but that's what I mean. I don't know. My opponent, again, splashing white there for the 5-drop, so they just had the white splash for that. I was not expecting that out of the black-red deck, but crazy. Didn't draw any extra cards, didn't do anything, just played the spells off the top, and they were good enough. Sure. Let's try again. That was terrible. So I don't know, again, what's wrong with my decks here. I've got a bunch of the signposts. Like, it looks like I have good removal. Am I just drawing terribly? Is it just like my opponent's drawing? Like, I don't know what's missing here. It's very weird. Like, that didn't look like an 03 deck to me at all. And my opponent's decks looked pretty rough, but they had everything they needed to, you know, at exactly the right time. Maybe I'm just getting a little bit unlucky here. I'm not sure. Let's try again. Always MTGA. Yeah, don't even play MTGO. Yeah. Mono green deck. Sure. Is it good? I don't want to play it if it's like, is it a serious, like, is it a good deck, or is it just like you were having fun with that or whatever? I don't want to play a deck that's like, I'm not going to play a format unless I want to play the best deck. I know it's a pauper format that doesn't have a metagame, but is it a serious deck or is it like goofy? Been through the NP on Arena? Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, yeah. And don't play draft. Draft is the hardest way to play. Like, this is the hardest way to play Magic. That's why it's the most fun. I could take this. Blue-white artifacts is the only thing that this goes in. There's not really a ton else. Ice Magic is the next best card. And again, I feel like, am I way off? I think that's what it looks like to me. The white cards are all mediocre except this. This is actually good, but cares about artifacts, cares about, you know, other artificers and stuff. So blue-white is its best home. It's okay in in white-red as well, but 5 mana is a lot for an aggro deck, but it is pretty big. Sure, let's try it. We'll be white. This goes to find it. Ice Magic's awesome. There's black cards. My opponent did not take the rare here. So what, they took a common? Wow, my opponent took a common out of this pack. And it wasn't Sephiroth's or Ice Magic. Maybe it was Thunder Magic, like a red card. I could see that. I could take Demon Wall. It is an artifact. I've never drafted black-white before, but Demon Wall is probably the best card in the pack here. Ice Magic's good. Gold card I'm not crazy about unless I know I'm gonna be multicolor. Sephiroth's is great, but I think this might be better, actually. It's a defensive card. I don't know, white-black. What am I doing? I haven't drafted white-black yet, but... been a, yeah, new player thing, bomb, yeah. Yeah, and Boros artifacts, yep. 3-2's good. I mean, I did just take a piece of equipment. Yeah, it's fine. You have to be super heavy artifacts before I want this, but sure, I'll try it. This guy's okay, but not amazing in white-red. Could take a black card here, like Vane's Treachery again. The blue cards are not for us. Shitty white removal spell. You know, tapped creature is not what you want in an aggro deck. This is not the kind of removal I want. I don't think we're going to get red cards here. I should have taken that black card, I think. I think black is actually more open than white. We saw, well, I don't even know. That this is only pick 3. I can't say anything's open yet. But we did see decent black cards in the last pack. Now we're getting another black removal spell. So that or Mysidian Elder, but this is the first decent red card I've seen. Oh, this card sucks. I think I'm going to take this just to stay on color, and let's keep hoping. Stroke is mediocre. Galacat, Garland, another Elder? This is filler, and this is the kind of card I want to pick up like 10th pick, not right now. Stroke is okay, but not amazing. I mean, give them a 1-1. Ugh. Let's take another white card here. I'm going to stay at least one color if I can. 1 to play, gain life, it gets bigger. Yeah, terrible equipment. Paladin's Arms, I guess, is what we're taking. The first actual job select equipment I've seen. Feels like we're forcing a little bit here. But let's keep taking white cards for now. Yeah, we're cutting white cards, but it's like I'm taking the only white card in each pack, which is terrible. Because the last half of this pack, we're going to get nothing. We're going to get 4 packs in a row with nothing. That's the danger of doing that, right? When you're thinking about what card to take, there's a lot of factors. It's not just what the best card is for your deck. Especially that early, the first 4 picks, I could just easily ignore my first pick. Who gives a shit? We don't have to keep pushing down the white path, right? Not if something else is open. Okay, well now we get past Danitha, which is busted. This is an actual insane card in this archetype, so that's a good sign. And there's a White Mage's Staff, so that gives me hope. But this is the first pack out of the first 5 where I think I'm going to wheel anything relevant. I don't even think I'm going to wheel White Mage's Staff, to be honest, but that's a good sign, though. Danitha, 5th pick there is great. We didn't pass anything amazing. You're right. There's no bombs. But we passed good black removal. We passed the double red mage that makes a black mage. That guy is a very good red common. One of the best red commons, like in my top 3, behind Thunder Magic and maybe Suplex. Black red splash. This is the kind of card I could splash for sure. You know, this is the go wide, guys. Same with this. And we're not going wide. We're not doing a great job going wide. Not a lot of, you know, neither of them are enchantments. I would love a card like this. Actually, no, that doesn't even make sense. I think I'm going to take the Villiers over Choco. Choco's really good. But I just don't think we're going to get the go wide for either of those cards. They're both go wide matters cards, you know? Oh boy, mono white incoming. Might get the airship back, but that's a mediocre one. I don't want to have that in my final list, I hope. I hope I don't have to play it, but you're right, it might come back. Right now we don't have a ton of artifacts, only 2. Only 1 equipment. Sorry, I guess 2 with the 5 drop. But UFO sucks. All of these suck. That's bad. This is not the kind of artifact I want to play. I'm going to take Hecdies over Crossroads Village. I could be white-black still, potentially. Hey, thank you for the follow. Hi, Electric.
High electric temperature. You're goddamn electrifying. Welcome to the squadron, buddy.
Thank you. Oh, and there's a Slash of Light. I'm happy with that. Slash is good. This has felt like Doomblade when I was playing it in early access. It's very easy to make it into Doomblade in this deck. Monk's Fist, I think I'm going to take over the removal. It's not ideal, but it is an artifact, and it is a body. Let's see. Yeah, this is pretty good. I wouldn't say... Like, to me, premium removal doesn't have any conditions attached. So this isn't premium, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It requires hoops to jump through, and that means it's not just point and pull the trigger. Point and pull the trigger, that's good removal. The black removal, for example. Wow. Okay, pretty late. I think this guy's awesome. More in black-red than red-white here, but we do have a lot of non-creature stuff, right? 3 instants, 3 artifacts. I might end up getting there to the point where I want to play that, but we'll see. Yeah, this guy wheels. That's what I want. I'm glad I didn't take that earlier. Again, we don't have many artifacts, so this is not amazing yet, but might get there. We'll see. But Slash should be good. Should be good in this deck. There will be games where it's not good. But, you know, if your opponent trades off with all your creatures and you're in a real attrition-y kind of game, and then you draw Slash of Light, it's going to feel real bad. But, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah. Unconditional is premium. That is premium. Or if it's, like, 1 mana, you know, -3/-3, 3 down, like Lightning Bolt level, that to me is, like, premium. Even though it's not killing anything, that's still so cheap that it's insane. But... like, no good artifacts for us at all here. 1 white card that we got 13th pick last pack, so I'm not crazy about taking that. I could take Insomnia here, just to have... I don't know what my second color is, right? I could take a green card. I could go green-white. And if I go green-white, go wide, suddenly Slash of Light's better. Villiers is better. Like, a bunch of these cards are better, right? Green-white is probably what I should try be. We saw no green in pack 1. 0. But we saw so much white that I can still make it work. I think it's going to be better than white-red. This is a more powerful card than the red cards. The one I have or the ones in the pack. I think I'm going to take Queenu or whatever. 3-2 Saga. This is okay too, but I don't think I'm going to be red. I think I'm going to be green. And Queena works amazing with job select stuff, right? Brainstorm. There's another Queena. Ignis, you're not alone. 0 white cards. Right. Blue Mythic, that's not even that good. Queen Brawn is awesome. I could take her. I don't have a lot of non-creature spells, so pumping her is not amazing, but hey, if I can get her through, it's very good. But that's another Queena? I think I want to take this. I think I'd rather go green. Fire Magic, not amazing. Some green cards. There's Paladin. I think I have to take Paladin. It's not the most amazing equipment here. I'm hoping for the 2 mana uncommon, like the Dragoon's Lance and all that stuff, but I guess I'll take it here. Phoenix Down sucks. White Mage's Staff. That's what the doctor ordered. Another Mysidian Elder. Not a ton of green here, but that's okay. I'm looking almost mono white. It's crazy. But you're right. The Saga's not bad. If I was a more aggressive red deck, but another Queena. Ooh, Chocobo Kick's good. I'll take that. Aerith Rescue Mission's amazing. That's actually really what I want here, but Chocobo Kick's too good. And that's a good sign. Pick 5 Chocobo Kick. I hope we end up getting there. I think we should easily. We just have so much white, I don't have to play too much of any other color. But let's find out. Okay. I didn't see much blue. Now I'm seeing like a couple blue cards here, but we don't even have the artifacts to make that guy good. I'm going to try taking this. I don't love this card. I think it's too expensive. God damn it. I'm going to try this. I don't love that at all. Lab Maniac. This thing's meh. White Mage's Staff. Let's just take a cheap body here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a go wide payoff, but it's 7 mana. I don't really want to play a 7 mana card in my deck. Hoping to cut this, but we'll see. Yellow Cat cares about artifacts. I still have... Well, 6 isn't bad. Restoration Magic is hexproof, indestructible. Yeah, Garbo. I'm just going to take the equipment here. Equipment creature. Yeah, green-white seems like it's the place where we should be here, not white-red. And all these tokens, all these equipment that ETB and make heroes are going to trigger these Queenas. So Queena's going to be real nice here. I have, how many equipment? 7. I have 7 pieces of equipment right now. Okay, I don't want any of this, so I'm definitely going to take white-black land here. And that opens up, you know, there are gold cards I could splash. I would splash if I open a bomb. I don't know any of them or what they do, but I think I've seen a couple of them before. Oh, Weapon Vendor's awesome, yeah. Did I pass one? I didn't even see a Weapon Vendor. Was there a Weapon Vendor in the pack? Oh, if I get a Weapon Vendor, and yeah, then it's ready. Yes, I agree. Yeah. So I'm looking for Aerith Rescue Mission, and yeah, Weapon Vendor would be great. I haven't seen any of those in the draft. I would start taking Magitech Infantry, even though I haven't seen a single one of those. I think somebody's obviously drafting white at this table. Yeah, sure. Over 4 mana, 4/4. Yeah, the 7 or more lands thing, again, we're not a super aggressive deck here. I'm a mid-range deck, very much mid-range deck here. So getting to 7 is definitely possible. Unit with Beavers. This puts only land or creature. Oh, artifact, creature, or land. Good. So it does get my equipment and stuff. Mediocre white removal spell. Now that we're a slower deck, though, this actually is better in my deck than it would be if I was a low-to-the-ground, you know, white-red aggro deck or white-green aggro deck. But I'm not one of those. Curve looks okay. I mean, we have a lot of 3s, but we have Kick. I have this removal spell. This. I have a few removal spells, and then these. Oh, I'm not even looking at what's coming here. What did it just put in my deck? I didn't even see what card it took there. Whatever. Cerberus is busted, but I cannot play it. Magitech Armor's very good. I'm gonna take that. Yep, this card is gross. If you've ever played against this just wins the game by itself if you untap with it. If you get to copy any removal spell, that's already an insane swing in limited. And then the 3rd chapter, if that goes off, then it's even more ridiculous. Like, it's easy to set up just, I win the game if this lives kind of sequence. I've got a white-green duel here, which is amazing, but I bet you that wheels. This is not a very high-demand duel. I'm going to take Magitech Armor for sure here. Looking for some go-wide here. I need Rescue Mission. I wouldn't mind a Chocobo. I want either go-wide enablers or go-wide payoffs here. Paladin's Arms, another Bard's Bow. Nothing good. Side quest is not good. I mean, Bard's Bow is more expensive to equip, but it's a better creature. It's a 3/3, not a 3/2. I think I'm going to take Bard's Bow, actually. God damn it. Lightning's insane, and then another white-red duel. Instead, we got 2 white-black duels here, so not much I can do about that. I'll take Geishel Greens. Yeah, Lightning's gross. Not for us, though. Somebody's going to get hooked up. Some Boros Dork. Snow Villiers, White Mage's Staff, Fat Chokes. I think I'll take another Villiers for now. Gonna have to make some cuts here. Probably not splashing black. This 7 mana spell, I don't know. I don't know about that. Scout's not amazing. Galacat. Monk's Fist kind of sucks. Oh, this is the card it took. Reach. I don't want any of this crap. Suplex is awesome, obviously. I don't really want to play the 2-mana Ramper. Ugly. Black removal spells. Yeah, whoever's red is going to eat well, because even though there were red cards going around in pack 1, like there was this guy coming around late. But it was blue-red spells cards, and then at the end there it was white-red aggro cards. Like the red cards that I did see were blue-red spells type red cards, right? Yeah, and we don't see a single weapons vendor. That sucks. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't even think I want to play Gardener here. There's Choco. I like the Choco a lot. This is 24. I will play 16 land with... Oh, God. No, I probably cut one of these, right? It's not terrible. We have a lot of creatures in this deck. I mean, 8, but a ton on these equipment, right? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Like, it's like we have 18 creatures in this deck. Okay, I think this is a good one. I think it's not hard to make this turn into some serious card advantage. We don't have enough birds for that to matter, so I will probably play this. That means I do need to cut something. Another 2-drop. I guess I'll play... I end up with 9 artifacts. Ash gets any artifact, right? 9? It's the bare minimum for her. Like, if I have any less than that, I'm not playing this card. But, okay, maybe 10? Triple Paladin's Arms. I don't want to play that. This is just too many 3-drops, right? Sure, cards I don't want to play. And there's another Mysidian Elder. Jeez, going real late. Could take out Commune. Probably don't need that. And then this is still 25. So I probably have to cut at least 1 Paladin's Arms. This combat trick is not amazing. Sometimes it gets in there and does something, but gotta jump through hoops. I'm probably not playing the Dwarven Castle Guards, actually, right? Geishel Greens instead? So many 3s, Jesus. So this is 9 artifacts. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna play another 2-drop. Should I play Dwarven? I don't think I want to play the Gardener. That's not the kind of deck we're playing here. I'm not really ramping to anything. I think I am gonna play Dwarven Castle Guard here. Is this is just not worth playing, right? This 7-mana sorcery, like I just can't get behind that. I don't know. I could play 16 land. I only have 1 4 and 2 5s. What do you think? Nice job. 5 and 2 with Golgari, nice. Could be red. Yeah, well, in pack 3, it's easy to say that, but I think if we were red, we would have had nothing in pack 1 and 2, right? So even though there was some red in pack 3, I think, I don't know. I think the green fits better with our deck, but obviously the red mythic is insane, like the lightning and stuff, but yeah. Yeah, but you've got to get to 7. You can't even give the things counters before you die. I'm a little worried about that. I've got Chocomog to pump the team. I really needed another pump the team card or a go wide card, but I got none of it. So this deck looks atrocious compared to our last couple decks, which means maybe it'll go 5 wins or 6 wins. That's just how it's been going. The decks that I think looked really good. Oh, I guess I should take a screenshot. The decks I thought looked really good have been shitting the bed, and the decks that I think look like shit have been doing well. I don't know. But let's run it. Alright. Will we win this match? Put your bets in. But that draft was all over the place. I didn't see any good late game stuff or even powerful stuff in another color until it was way too late to start taking that stuff, right? If I stayed white longer, maybe I could have taken it. I probably shouldn't be playing 7 forests, or sorry, 8 forests in the deck either. Yeah, I guess I'll keep this. I do need to draw a 3rd land, but if I do, it's a great hand. 3rd land, please. What do I lead with here? Paladin's Arms? Be the bow? Probably bow if I draw a land, just because it's got a higher chance of actually being able to attack with 3 toughness. Let's see. Did you keep a 1-lander? No. 1 color, though. Interesting. Mana screwed. 50-50 to hit lands here. Need to win a coin flip. That was 2 draws. Sorry, 3? That was 3 draws? 2 draws. Yeah, I was on the play, right? Sure. Land? Now I'm definitely going to play Paladin's Arms, I think. I could play Queena here, but she's just going to eat it. Yeah, maybe I will play her. If she survives, then I start getting value right away. Let's do that. I'm taking 6 here. So let's see. I vaguely remember this enemy from one of the early Final Fantasies, but I can't believe these things have names. Yes, I don't block. It's a good one. God. Okay. It's weird that I attach it to whichever one I want. Kind of strange. No attacks. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, but when this equipment enters, create a 1/1 hero and attach this to it. But when you make multiple tokens, you can move them around. It's a good guy? Oh, I thought it was an enemy. Looks like an enemy to me, but okay. From FF9? Yeah, I don't think I ever played FF9. FF8 was the one that looked totally different than FF7. It was much more like an anime kind of game. And then I didn't play 9, I played 10. But yeah. Sure. Yeah. I think I have to block. Because otherwise I'm going to die before I can get my shit online here. How am I going to do this? Summon Esper. Esper's going to be a 4/3, right? If I play Magitech, I don't have great blocks here. I'm just chumping. No attacks. Yeah, stumbling there and not being able to play our land on turn 3, I think got us a little too far behind here. Sure, gonna shoot me, I'm guessing, or maybe kill the 1/1. We'll see. It's Cost ward. Oh, they're gonna pay the ward. Okay. Sure. I block. So Ramu's gone. Could just kill the Black Waltz. I should do it on their turn so they can't attack with the token. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. You can have a human. They've got an instant to do 2 damage to me or something. We'll see. And then I've got what? Magitech into something? Thank you for the follow, by the way. H to the pizzle.
H to the pizzle, is it? I love you, you're a goddamn legend. Welcome to the squadron, Pizzle.
Thank you for the follow. What do you think you would have cut for the 7-mana card? We could play multiverse quarterbacking. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Wait, what? I cut the 7-mana card, so I don't. Oh, you mean if I played it, what would I cut? I don't know. Maybe another expensive card, or probably another 3-drop. But yeah, when you're building the deck, you want to be cognizant of your curve as well. The number of cheap plays you should have should be much higher than the number of expensive plays. So if you put it on a graph of, this is the vertical, the y-axis is number of turns, and the x-axis is like mana cost, and the y-axis is number of cards in that spot. So you've got 1 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, 5. You should have at first very high number of 1s, even higher number of 2s, and then same or less 3s, and then 4, and then 5. You should have very few numbers of 6s and 7s and 8s. Like the higher you go, the lower that line gets on the graph, right? Okay, can I double spell? I can go Villiers, but he's only a 1-power dude. I've got this guy as a 3/3 into Chocobo Kick, kill the Scavengers. They equip this, and then I have to trade off. And if they have a removal spell, I'm dead. So, see if they've got an instant speed removal. Oh! Wow. Okay. Oh, they've got the instant to bring back 2 creatures? Sure. Yep. Don't think I can win now. I'm at a little bit too low a life total. Yep. Take a damage. This guy's large. Good thing. Working on the animations. Doing the important work. This guy's just straight up got a machine gun, right? Or is that a rifle of some sort? Magic. Magic 40k. H of the Pizzle, what's up? Bronze the Mythic stream? Oh, no. That was back in the early access event. When all the streamers got access to the new set before everybody else. June 6th, I think it was. We did a 24-hour stream and we were trying to go Bronze to Mythic. Now I'm just goofing around playing draft, just having fun drafting.